Weep, my friends, for Alexander the Innocent. You have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva. He then returns to his poem, but his voice...
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece, and my... Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a life. Oh, think you're special or something. Now move along, so the real poetry lovers... You again? Still think you're too good for me? Or have you changed your fame? Notoriety? Magnificent! But if I am to write a first...
He stares at you for...
Your eyes betray the guilt of the human race. You believe it your right to ravage Rivalon. What say you?
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his greasy hair.
Ah, arrogance! That most peculiar of human traits, given your lack of cultural accomplishment, save the towers you erect in worship of greed. What rich indeed! You seem almost fearless in your conviction. But I know better. Stripped of their swords and shields, humans are as fragile as flower petals. Admit your cowardice.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. The bitter march of humans unabated. This world of war and cruelty they created. They shall...
Another sorcerer on the loose. I knew they should have cut off the Meister's head and burned the rest. Got
other cultures erased. The riches, well, the
An
riches...
elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on...
And that's...
The drink has barely any effect on you, bar a coldness in your ribcage and a wetness in your
Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smudge everything into a pretty...
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents sparkle in the dim bar...
Bottoms up! Cheers to you, me, and...
Her gaze swivels around the room.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Another. What do you mean? These are changing.
She raises a glass and glances at yours on the bar.
It's a changing time. Psh, give me one good reason.
She stares you dead in the eye and...
Oh, reckon that was. Let me tell you something.
A prim woman in a starched apron...
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
With surprising agility for a woman of her age, she reaches over the bar and swings a hand toward your face.
We don't speak of His Holiness that way in this establishment. We don't speak of His Holiness in those terms in civilized society. Your mother... That can't be helped now, I suppose. Not everyone received the same education as all the same. Why, what a sad thing to say. Something troubling you then? Go on, you can tell old Prudence. Oh, I find that hard to believe. We're all the same, aren't we? Under our skins, right down to the bone. So buck up and have a drink. We've only got amber ale, I'm afraid. Can't spare the potatoes for hard alcohol. If you'd like something that'll stick to your ribs, I'd flat. Coming right up, darling.
Yeah, you're good with the magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all.
Bitter march of ruins unabated.
I don't know the smallest.
The cook acknowledges you with a small bow, an oddly formal gesture given the
Please, sir, you should not be back here. It's not safe. Ah, the stew. You should speak to Loverick if you want some. Please, I must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not sharp knives, boiling liquids, short tempers.
Cooking notes. Wait, there's something wrong with this. I've spotted something. This ring, it bears the Magister seal, and there's blood on it.
The unfamiliar dwarf scratches his head and...
Hey, shh, keep it low. I don't need Magister's crop.
I'll be quiet as a mouse. You bet. Squeak, squeak, squeak. You want an engraved?
Spotted something.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
Look at that. A fresh... Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, Dan? A sip or a smoke? Aye, so it is. But not just any Druden. Further down's the arena, see? And the gladiators are always on the lookout for. I give them that. You could say that my darling herbs, flowers. So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom? No problem. In return for a reasonable donation, that is.
Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with hoses, levers and slots.
Quite a beauty, ain't she, Governor? Let me tell you how she rolls. First, you come to me and you buy yourself some Drudenay. That's always step one. Next, you put some leaves into one of them slots and pull the lever next to it to lead a flame right underneath them. Now, all you gotta do is suckle the right mouthpiece, and before you know it, you'll be seeing flying tigers. Oh, and by the by, come talk to me if you want.
Ifan approaches you, a drink in his hand and a wide smile on his face.
You don't drink, right? But how about a chat while we're in a safe, well...
He grins and claps you on the back, full of good cheer.
It's really been some adventure so far, eh? One must stop to appreciate the good moments, right? And if this isn't a good one...
Ifan looks around at the Undertavern, contentment plain in his eyes.
Ah. Well, plenty of drinks to be had when the world's saved.
Ifan's eyebrows raise, and his cheeks color beneath his beard.
I'd say the same about you. I'm never lonely when...
Ifan smiles, shyly. It's not a familiar expression on his rugged face. He inches closer to you, so close that you can feel the heat of his body warming you.
Fine.
He reaches out one scarred hand to touch you, gentle as can be. Trembling, he smiles. Closing his eyes, he moves to embrace you too. Noise erupts in the Undertavern around you as patrons cheer and clap your affectionate moment.
Let's try this again sometime, when there's not quite so much company.
He squeezes your hand and winks, only moving away.
Down for a little scuffling and tussling? Let's see if you got some fight in ya. Well, that just may interest our current champ. She'll want to talk with you herself before she'll assent to any challenge. What's your word? Well, you better start caring. Without her approval, you'll on your way then.
Gods! Is there a void woken down there? Must be one strong...
In the shadows, a dwarven woman spits obscenities down upon a caged void woken. She
More fodder for the arena. Let Murga the champion test how good you are.
Curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she grabs your hand and pulls you down to the ale-soaked table. Never losing eye contact, she begins arm wrestling you.
Ha! Your science won't help you here. In the arena...
She glimmers in and out of view, merging with the shadows. Crowing, she slams your hand down into...
I bested that void woken below us, you know. Dragged that scaly lump down there with my own 2 hands. So, since you can't hope to beat me... What? Ah! Based on your performance so far, that's cute. But I shouldn't judge your baby steps. The lion judges not the pussycat, eh? Cute. Takes a whole lot more... Ah! Go talk to the raucous one. Tell him I sent you, and he'll set you. Then, I'll knock your...
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's get it done. Is that so? Well, looks like the crowd'll get its money's worth, for sure. You accept her challenge, do you? Your call. Not everyone can rise to Murga's levels. In any case, you're in for a treat, laddie. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day. Who's come...
She appraises you, unsmiling.
Nice to see the cub has some claws. You drew blood. Enough to know you're alive. But you removed your blindfold in the arena. You failed my challenge. Now I'll never taste my victory. Try your luck somewhere else, ducky.
Who in their right mind would keep a void woken locked up like this?